We're opening a brand new facility in digital media technology, but also for our computation and technology center. So we've been doing a lot of work in these areas, and now it's coming to fruition with the type of facility that will bring everybody together, researchers from multi-disciplines and industry partners that are coming to talk to us because we have some of the latest technologies and the latest computational capacities of any university in the country.
I was telling our friends from EA, it just seems like yesterday we'd announced they were coming to Baton Rouge and coming to Louisiana, and obviously this building was part of that vision. It is great to see the completed building and great to celebrate the hundreds of folks making use of this beautiful facility every day. Several folks I want to thank for making today a reality. We'll start with our Chancellor President, King Alexander. He's done a phenomenal job for our campus. It seems like every week we're making a new announcement here at LSU. He's done a great job here. Brian Nieder, he's the Senior Vice President, Chief Operating Officer from Electronic Art Labels. I want to thank Brian. I'm going to ask him to introduce his team. He's got some folks with him. EA has under-promised and over-delivered. When you see what they're doing here and their future plans for Baton Rouge, we're especially thrilled to have Brian here. Stephen Beck, he's now the director of the LSU School of Music. Dr. Beck was the former director of LSU CCT and really has one of the driving visions and forces behind this beautiful facility. We're also joined by Will Daniel from the East Baton Rouge Parish. I want to thank the mayor as well as the Baton Rouge Chamber for their friendship and their partnership in making this a reality. This has been a great state, local, and public-private sector partnership. I also want to thank Representative Dalton Honore from our Capital Area delegation. Our legislature has been very strong supporters of this investment, making this happen. Let's give all these folks a great round of applause for making today happen. You know, the most important group I want to thank are the students, the faculty, and the staff that are really allowing this building to see its full potential. Yeah, we're here to talk about a $29 million facility, and it is a beautiful facility. But this is more than bricks and mortars. It's really the folks that every day make use of this great building. So let's give a round of applause. I know you're clapping for yourselves. Let's give a round of applause to the students, faculty, and staff that make great use of this facility today. You know, I said when I first ran for office, our #1 priority was to create more good-paying jobs for our people, so our kids wouldn't have to leave home to pursue their dreams. You know, my mom came decades ago to Baton Rouge with my dad so that she could attend LSU. I was born right here in Baton Rouge, grew up in Louisiana thanks to LSU. And for decades, my parents have called Louisiana home. We've grown up here, but unfortunately, as my brother and I, as we graduated out of school here at Baton Rouge High and other schools in Baton Rouge, we saw too many of our friends leave this state to pursue their dreams in other states. For 25 years, we were the only state in the South that year after year sent more people out of our state than were moving into our state. So I ran for governor the first time. I said we have got to make it a priority to create more good-paying jobs so that our kids can pursue their dreams right here at home. And I'm proud we go through a bunch of numbers. Our economy has grown 50% faster than the national economy. We have set records for the number of people working in Louisiana. We now have a record number of people working here, record number of people living here, record incomes being earned in our state. But the most important number is this. After 25 years of losing our people, for the last 6 years in a row, we've had more people move into Louisiana rather than leave our state. That means our sons and daughters are beginning to move home. Now, we still have a lot of work to do. We can't declare victory until every child can pursue their dreams right here in Louisiana. But today's building and this celebration marks our efforts to make sure that LSU continues to be a beacon, continues to attract our best and brightest from right here at home, from all over the country, from all over the world, so they can call Louisiana home. Part of making Louisiana the best place to raise a family, to create good-paying jobs, is making sure that right here on our campus, we're teaching our students the best in terms of the best skills, the best knowledge to compete in this modern economy. We're doing the best research in partnership with private sector companies and creating the best new ideas, new companies, new products to help compete again in that modern economy. And I can't think of a better example than today's dedication and today's celebration. Today is going to be, we're dedicating a building that will serve as a permanent home for the Electronic Arts North America Test Center, as well as for LSU Center for Computation and Technology. EA moved their game testing operations in this facility last year. They initially planned for 220 full and part-time positions in 2008. But again, they have under-promised and over-delivered in terms of their commitment to the state. They committed an annual payroll of $5.7 million. The reality is they're expected to continue employment in the range of somewhere between 400 and 600 people in the years ahead, depending on seasonal fluctuation on seasonal demand. And I joked, I remember when we made the announcement in 2008, my first year as governor, they were coming. I said, this has got to be a pretty popular place if they're paying college students to come and test video games on campus. But it's obviously a lot more than that, and it's a lot more complicated than that. But these are good jobs, and this is a good opportunity for Louisiana to compete in the digital media economy. They also, in addition to the 400 to 600 folks with EA in this building, there are 190 CCT faculty, staff, and students also in this facility. In addition to housing EA and the CCT, the Louisiana Digital Media Center is home to the Avatar Initiative. That unites faculty from multiple disciplines, helps more than 200 students each week conduct research to complete projects in virtual environments, digital art, electroacoustic music, animation, video game design, and scientific visualization. All told, this facility is already home to nearly 800 technology leaders in private sector jobs, higher education instruction and learning, and advanced computational sciences research and discovery. Again, this is a $29.3 million facility, and you can see all around you, not only is it a beautiful building, it's got state-of-the-art technology, research labs, and classrooms as well. The investment the state made, over $26 million, was part of more than $700 million we've invested in higher education infrastructure all over the state, including significant investments right here on the LSU campus. Again, though, the project is more than numbers and bricks and mortar. This project, along with EA's North American Testing Center, represent a new frontier for Louisiana. And I want to again thank EA. It was EA who paved the way for our recent technology sector advances, becoming one of the first digital media companies to invest in our state, proving we had the business climate and workforce for them to grow and thrive. Now, EA was a pioneer, and thanks to their investment, they generated interest and credibility with a lot of other companies. EA is a company known worldwide. They could have gone anywhere. And the fact they came to Baton Rouge got the attention of other companies, other investors, and allowed us to create even more jobs in our state. For example, their presence here helped us land several major software projects like GameLoft's second U.S. development studio for mobile games, GE Capital's Technology Center in New Orleans, IBM's Technology Center here in Baton Rouge, and joining them are more major players, emerging companies than Technology Center, such as GeoCent, iSeats and Turbo Squid in New Orleans, Pixel Magic in Lafayette, Moonbot Studios and Twin Engine Labs in Shreveport, Local Med, Emeritus, PreSonus here in Baton Rouge, and the list goes on and on and on. The digital media and software development projects we have announced during the last 6 years are on track to create more than 4,000 new direct jobs, thousands more indirect jobs right here in the state of Louisiana. You know, everybody pays attention to the fact, and we're proud of the fact, that our movie industry is doing so well. Over $1 billion of work last year setting records, but the reality, along with the movie industry and the entertainment jobs, come the digital media and these other jobs. And we said this back in 2008, the software development jobs, when you look at the revenues for major game developments, this is as big, if not a bigger, economic development opportunity for our community and our state. And the same skills, the same success that we have in the entertainment industry is helping us to be successful in the digital media industry. This is going to be one of the fastest growing parts of our national economy. It is an area where Louisiana has competed and can continue to compete, not only to bring more jobs, but good paying jobs to our state. So this is a very important development. This is a very important facility, not only for LSU and Baton Rouge, but our entire state. This facility can almost be called an anchor for our burgeoning technology sector. The training offered here at this building fits perfectly with our new workforce incentive fund created by higher education leaders, the WISE Fund, that will align colleges and universities with the needs of businesses and employers throughout our state. So the bottom line is that this Digital Media Center and EA's presence have helped to launch a new generation of Louisianians who can find great jobs in the digital media sector right here at home. I'll close with two final thoughts before I ask King to come up here. You know, the reality is this. Decades ago, my mom came to study nuclear physics on this campus because that was the cutting edge. Today, we're dedicating a building that provides the next cutting edge in terms of scientific research, innovation, research and development, and education that will give another generation of students the opportunity to pursue their dreams right here in Louisiana. I want to thank EA, their vision going all the way back to 2008. You see where we are today. Many hundreds more jobs than I initially projected, and I think that the future is even brighter. Thanks to them, since that announcement in 2008, we've seen many other companies make the decision to come here into Baton Rouge, into Louisiana, which is going to give us even more jobs for our students, our sons and daughters. Final thing I'll say is, given all those numbers and the fact that we're in the middle of an economic renaissance, it's important to note that we're not declaring victory. We still have more work to do. We're going to work hard every day to create even more jobs for our sons and daughters so that our children can pursue their dreams right here in Louisiana. With that, the best is yet to come. And I should have recognized Adam Knapp here from the Baton Rouge Chamber. I want to thank him as well as the mayor's office again for their local support and the local state partnership that made this happen. With that, I'd ask you to give LSU's Chancellor President a great LSU welcome. Please welcome King Alexander to talk about the importance of this building.
How well said, Governor. As you can see, this facility is quite phenomenal, and it has such interdisciplinary impact. It's just going to grow with each and every year. This building represents more than a decade of hard work, dedication, and teamwork between LSU, Louisiana, and the digital media industry. Special thanks certainly go to Governor Jindal, Stephen Moray, and his team at LED for their tireless efforts and significant investments to make this building what you see and what it is today. I'd also like to thank Dr. Joel Tolling, who can't join us today. Joel has been instrumental in leading our efforts in CCT right here and making sure that computational technologies are a vital part of our research, our teaching, and providing the type of educational opportunities that our students hope to find at flagship universities and other universities around the country. This facility, as you see, and the faculty that are in this facility each and every day from very multiple disciplines are here to educate and prepare students for what is ready and what is waiting in the workforce. The employees in this facility, there are over 600 that already exist that are Louisiana residents through EA North America Testing Center alone, right here on this other side of the facility. The job here is to develop new technologies that draw new industry to our state and provide solutions to the problems we already face, and to have our students and faculty work on those solutions together. So they're ahead of the curve, so that we're actually providing the type of things and ideas and technologies that these companies and industries truly want. In a recent study done by Lauren Scott, the economic impact of Louisiana's entertainment tax credit programs, and this was done in April of 2003, shows that the digital media spending in our state resulted in $25 million in sales at Louisiana firms, $24 million in sales at household earnings, and nearly another 450 jobs throughout the state. These jobs are typically permanent positions held by Louisiana residents and supplied by companies with permanent facilities all over our state, such as these. Our center that you've heard about, the Center for Computation and Technology, provides solutions to address many of these workforce demands. It supplies solutions, not only in dealing with entertainment, but dealing with black hole research, storm surge modeling, and more importantly, as I remember 15 years ago working at the University of Illinois, the computational technologies that are being developed helped us work with the World Bank to move into underdeveloped nations and developing nations to persuade them that a dollar invested in education could ultimately result 10, 15, 20 years in better water, better deforestation, better health, better educational attainment, right down to the dollars you invest in putting women or girls in school by many of these nations that never prioritize young women, what that would do to population growth, what that would do for the nation as a whole 15, 20, 25 years from now. So we look forward to making sure that our technologies that are developed, the research that goes into this facility and our faculty and our students are not only addressing the job needs of this state, but addressing the worldwide problems that separate country from country and continent from continent. CCT has also attracted more than $100 million in external funding. And for the last 7 years, it has brought in more money than it's received. CCT has attracted some of the largest grants in the history of Louisiana, $20 million grant funding. Another grant funding for the Louisiana Alliance of Simulation and Guided Materials, which brings LSU together with Grambling, brings LSU together with Louisiana Tech and Southern and several other universities throughout the state and in New Orleans. A $4 million grant to finance and upgrade LSU's supercomputer, SuperMIC. That is our newest supercomputing cluster capable of 1 quadrillion computations per second. The impact of this goes well beyond this building, as you can see. So I'd like to thank our faculty. I'd like to thank everybody that's been involved in getting us to this place. I'd like to thank our students, our graduate students, our undergraduate students who are truly going to benefit from this, our staff members that have made this dream come true. And if the last decade has been so bright for Louisiana, LSU and CCT and the digital media industry, just think of the potential that we work together, whether we're recruiting industries from China or Michigan. and bringing them here to understand the capacity and the growing capacity of what we can accomplish. At this time, I'd also like to thank Stephen Beck. He was showing me around the facility, and all he has done to make this one of the most important and most attractive facilities to come to do presentations, but to learn from and to conduct research in throughout the year and throughout the future years to come. So thank you very much for EA Sports for being a partner in this. Thank our legislature for being a partner in this, our city, our mayor. Adam, thank you for all you've done with us. And Governor, thank you. This wouldn't be here without your support. And these opportunities are now available for our faculty, staff, students, and the numbers are already coming in. And the spillover effects of where this is going to go in the future, we can only dream about because you can't measure them now. But we hope it has worldwide impact on how we grow and expand LSU, but how we grow and expand and solve the problems not just of Louisiana, but of the world at large. So thank you very much for attending today. I think the numbers speak for themselves. I mean, we've raised over $100 million already in research grants, research opportunities. Our students are engaged in this all the time. The governor pointed out that the number of jobs that have already been created, and that our students and our graduates that are looking to expand and be creative and innovative in these areas can stay right here and work with our faculty to build their careers and build new businesses, new media technologies, and new industries.
If people have questions, like more information, what should they do?
Well, they should call the university and call CCT, the Center for Computation and Technology, and call our Digital Media Center right here on the campus of LSU.